Shaking my head. Well, so I'm just trying to get to the bottom of, was Offset really stripped? You know? He was on the gram, you know, showing his face, saying, nah, ain't nothing happened to me. Doesn't mean you didn't get stripped. You know?
COVID-19. The coronavirus. It's like Raccoon City out this bitch. If you know anything about the Greek King Resident Evil. And here in Connecticut, they call for a state of emergency. Schools are getting shut down left and right until further notice. But the odd thing about this situation is it's a definite divide. It's like half the people are in panic, right? And half the people are like, this is some bullshit. Who do you believe? The information that we have about this is from the media. And you got some factions of the media pushing terror and fear, and then some others saying, you know, just wash your hands and you'll be okay. Ultimately, how you choose to react is a choice. If you want to be all panicky and terrified, walking around with a mask and gloves and shit, like this is the bubonic plague, that's your choice. You know, if you want to just go about your life and live how you've been living and take the necessary precautions that humans are supposed to take, as far as washing your hands and not trying to have too much human contact, etc., that's cool. But ultimately, it's your choice, man. Most of these people are in panic is because the media is telling them to be in panic. In Connecticut, there are only four confirmed cases of individuals with the coronavirus now. I don't know their age demographics, but I'm going to assume they're probably elderly. I think some are in New Haven. But the call for a state of emergency just because 4 people are sick is I don't know. For me, from a logical standpoint, that seems like it's jumping the gun. I feel like more people have died over the weekend drinking Coronas than the damn coronavirus. You know, but this is the narrative that's being pushed. You know, big business right now. I deliver groceries. You understand what I'm saying? That shit is booming right now. Everybody's buying toilet paper and bleach and all this shit. So they're just spiking in the grocery business. But I'm also a chauffeur, and so that business has been hit because not as many people are traveling using airports and things of that nature. So our business in the chauffeur industry is taking a direct hit, man. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Which is a microcosm of this whole thing. Or whether you should be terrified or whether you should be whatever. Let me just keep my hands clean. I'm not fucking going to panic. A week or so ago, I transported this doctor or whatever. I won't say where I went or what have you. But this doctor, in the time I was sitting with him, man, I was telling him, you know, just we had a while to go. We had to drive for like an hour and a half. So I was just telling him, like, you know, like different respiratory problems I've been having since I was a little kid. And within an hour's time, this dude just told me some great miraculous shit that I applied to my life, and I've been breathing better than I've breathed. I've been breathing better than I breathed in like so many years. This shit is amazing. Now, this same doctor we were talking about the coronavirus, and this dude is he's like a neurosurgeon. He's been in medicine 30 years. Like he's in that industry. This doctor was saying it wasn't a big deal. He was like, everything that pretty much the precautionary measures, he was just saying, wash your hands, don't touch your face, Don't put your fingers in your mouth. It's like basic shit that you would tell like a 4-year-old kid. You understand? And you'll pretty much be okay. Now this same doctor, like I said, I've been dealing with respiratory shit like most of my life. And these few basic things that he told me, I've applied. I still got respiratory issues, but not nowhere near like before. And I applied the knowledge of what this doctor told and helped me out with. And I've been breathing worlds better. You understand? This doctor gave me some information that actually helped my body and is helping my life. And he basically said, don't worry about the coronavirus. They're blowing it out of proportion. Now, on the flip side, I dropped off this, it was like an FBI agent. I don't remember his name, nothing like that. But he's like an FBI agent for an airline. He was on some dark and grim shit, like, you know, this coronavirus shit is serious. You know, it's probably going to be like 700 million people that... I don't know the specific number, but he just gave some astronomical number of what he projects. Like, as far as, like, people that will be infected by this virus by the summertime. You know? And he just had this real stern, grim demeanor about himself. He's a good conversationalist, but his energy was totally different from the doctor, you know? But it was just doom and gloom. With him, it was doom and gloom. It was like no optimism, no solution, just doom and gloom. You know, and maybe that's just a part of the whole FBI. I'm taking shit serious, terrorism. We got to be anti-terrorist and all that. Maybe that was just his vibe, or whatever. So here, within a span of a few days, I had two polar opposite opinions or attitudes towards the coronavirus. You got the neurosurgeon that's been in medicine for over 30 years saying just keep your hands clean and don't put your fingers in your mouth and try not to touch people's hands. That's one. And then you got the FBI agent who's not in medicine. He's basically going off of information that we get. You understand what I'm saying? Saying that it's going to be a big deal. I'll tell you like this. Nothing, I mean, me and the FBI agent, we had great conversations, but nothing he told me has helped my life in a positive way. It was just information for information's sake. The doctor gave me instructions on how to improve my respiratory system. And I am a better human being today since speaking. My singing voice is pretty much back. I'm a better human being today because I had that hour, you know, I spent those few hours with that doctor, him telling me stuff. To the point where, the doctor was giving me so much information on how to help my respiratory, my breathing, that he knew I couldn't remember everything. So like 2 days later, because he has my phone number, he sent me a text with a series of things that I need to do as far as like sleep apnea guards and, you know, the type of saline solutions you can use for your nasal cavity, like all kinds of stuff, man. It was amazing. Now, these are two individuals that talked about the coronavirus. Who am I going to lean towards more? The FBI agent that was basically just spitting doom and gloom, right? Great stories. Or the neurological surgeon that gave me a whole bunch of advice on my respiratory system, and I'm now breathing better and I'm a better human being. I'm going to go with the neurosurgeon, man. His doctor helped me. His doctor helped me with my own personal health. So I'm going to more or less tend to trust what he had to say than what this doom and gloom FBI agent had to say. And I say all that to say this, man. All you people that want to get up in an uproar and be all scared and terrified and spit this gloom and doom shit, it is your opinion, because at the end of the day, you don't know. How many of y'all know somebody that's suffering from the coronavirus? How many of y'all know somebody that died from the coronavirus? Answer the question. Did you know that in San Diego, and I heard this from the Star Report, so I'm not going to take credit for this, but did you know that at a university in San Diego, they said they came up with the vaccine for the coronavirus like February 13th? Last a month ago? Lucas said I died. Lucas died and came back to life. Did you know that? Huh? Yo, we getting such an uproar over the fucking boogeyman because the news is just telling us to be in an uproar. It seemed like there's a disease or some type of plague that happens around election time. And don't get it twisted. I would not be surprised, right, that the cure or the vaccine comes right before it's time for the polls, right? Maybe a couple months before that, this is when a cure comes out. And whoever or whichever camp takes credit for that cure, that's who we're going to be put in office, man. Now, they say black people can't get it. I mean, black folks, like, we're always trying to, like, make ourselves seem like superheroes and making ourselves way more advanced and intelligent and immune, and our melanin protects us against the sun and blah, 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 blah. And we are meant for this planet and all this fucking bullshit. Like, black folks, we always trying to say some shit and make us feel better about ourselves. Another thing that's annoying about this coronavirus is that everything is the coronavirus now. Me, I suffer from allergies. I got little boogers in my nose right now as we speak. I gotta blow a little bit. But this has been something that I've been having a snotty nose since I was had a snotty nose, motherfucker. Since I was 2-3 years old. Since I learned how to blow my nose. I've always been this way. Seasonal allergies. But everything is getting blamed for it. You can have a common cold. They think you got the coronavirus. You might have the misfortune of catching the flu around this time. They're going to think it's the coronavirus. You can have bronchitis. They're going to think it's the coronavirus. It's going to spread the STDs. You can have chlamydia. They're going to think it's the coronavirus. You can have gonorrhea. They're going to think it's the coronavirus. You can have AIDS. They're going to think it's the motherfucking coronavirus. More people, I would bet, I don't know the statistics, but I bet you more people is contracting HIV every day than motherfuckers that's contracting the coronavirus. It just seems like a forced agenda. And this is my only opinion, right? Because I'm getting shit from 2 different factions. The 2 different individuals that I dropped off. The FBI agent and a neurological surgeon. They basically were a microcosm of what we're hearing on the news. Doom and gloom and people being like, don't worry about it. You got the doom and gloom team and you got the don't sweat it team. You understand what I'm saying? Doom and gloom and don't worry about it. I'm not gonna say don't worry about it, but just listen. You know what the funny thing is? I stay with, look at this sanitizer. I stay with sanitizer in my car, man. I stay with sanitizer. But the thing is, I've been carrying sanitizer in my car for years. I even got the small one in my book bag. That's something I always have, even way before this coronavirus shit. You should be cleanly about yourself. Like, it shouldn't take something like this for all of you to be like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I gotta stop putting my fingers in my mouth when my hands are dirty, and I gotta start washing my hands more often. Like, the instructions that we give people to help them avoid the coronavirus is the instructions that you would give a fucking preschooler. Don't forget to wash your hands and don't put your fingers in your mouth. I'm not going to be on some doom and gloom shit. When motherfuckers be on the doom and gloom shit and talking saying it's unfortunate. I live with somebody that got a doom and gloom mentality. My mom's. No. But when a person has a doom and gloom and they want to have all this doom and gloom conversation, I just leave the room. But we'll touch more on this later because I got to go to Boston. On my way back from Boston, we will build on this some more. I'll highlight y'all. # everybody more green. Peace.